So what are you going to show us first?
So this is an apple galette, and you know, apple pies are great, and they take a little bit more time. You have to make 2 pieces of crust. They're really big. You should make them the night before so they cool properly. It's a lot. So this is sort of your version of an apple pie, but a little bit easier. You can use a store-bought pie crust. You can take the time and make your own, but basically it's pie dough, apples, sugar, butter.
Wow,
you know, it's
that's
stuff you probably, it's stuff you already have. And even the worst bakers can make one.
That's me,
well,
so I'm really
great.
going to pay attention.
This is right up your alley. So you take a regular little pie crust here, and you know, I've done these in rectangles and in squares and in circles, and you just kind of want to make sure it's a nice thin disc. But the best part about a galette is that they do not have to be perfect. In fact, I think they're better when they're not.
Okay.
So we'll take the little disc of dough.
And again, that can be something you buy in the store or something you make from scratch.
I've even used store-bought puff pastry before.
Oh. Okay.
So, yeah. So what I'm going to have you do, because we're going to do something a little extra special, which is line the bottom with almond paste. And that's going to do 2 things. That's going to kind of soak up the juices of the apples, but it's also going to give you some nutty almondness. It's a little creamy. It's really nice texture. But they come in tubes.
I was looking for it. I'm like, where's the almond
You're
paste?
like, how does this get to
That's
here?
It.
Yeah, 0 technique required here.
Okay.
Literally, you're going to smash it between your palms.
Okay.
Yeah, just like, oh,
Does
perfect.
it come in the
nailing
tube?
it. This is great. Yeah, it comes in a little tube in a box, and yeah.
Okay.
So we're gonna flatten
Can you eat
these
it like
pieces.
that?
You can. I don't recommend it. Yeah, I mean,
That's
sure,
good.
go ahead.
That's good though.
Yeah.
It's really like the paste part is really strong.
Yeah, it's a little strong, which is why we make it really nice and thin. So it's going to be a subtle hint of almond in the tart. So
Is this the same thing?
Yeah.
Oh, so you do a whole bunch of them.
Well, just a little bit.
4.
Okay. So, and then the almonds are going to kind of, you can, you know, if you're a real fancy baker, you can arrange them in a circle or a pattern, but I am not a fancy person, and so I'm going to just dump these
Dump
here.
them in.
Which, actually, I'm going to have you do it.
Yeah, no, I can do that.
Great. See, there you go. Perfect.
Yeah.
He's a natural. And then
My problem is I'll be eating this stuff before it gets in the oven.
Well,
I love the way all that stuff tastes by itself.
It may be a little full, so I'm going to need you to help me out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there you go. And then from there, we're just going to sprinkle it with some sugar. You can use brown sugar. You can use coarse sugar. Just make sure it's real sugar.
Okay.
That's all. And you don't even really have to toss them with it beforehand. When they bake, it'll do its thing.
Okay.
So now comes the fun part. We're going to crimp the edges.
All right.
And again, not a fancy thing. This is
just do like you feel.
Zero skill involved.
Play like you feel.
Oh my God, have you done this before?
No.
We did not practice this. I promise you.
Then check me out. I got a little pleat.
You are crushing this. Yeah.
You don't have to clap. It's not really applause worthy.
Well, I think he's doing great. We're going to drizzle the top with some melted butter because there's already butter in the crust. It only feels natural to have a little bit more butter in there. And then I'll have you do this part.
Okay. Oh, that's going to make it pretty.
Yeah. So an egg wash is something that's kind of one of those extra steps in baking that you're like, do I really have to do it? And no, you don't, but it will make the edges look a little bit crispier and glossier.
Is this the whole egg? This is the white egg?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the whole thing. You just whisk it, add a little bit of water to make it kind of spreadable. And that's really it.
That's so easy.
I know. And in the book, I do it with rhubarb and the same thing with almonds. But the beauty of the recipe is that you can do it with any fruit. You can do it with plums,
can I taste
apples. You can absolutely taste it.
Look at that. Do y'all see that?
Yeah. And it's, it's a casual apple tart. Serve it with whipped cream because you should do that.
This is my jam.
Yeah, it is.
It's really good.